All right, good morning. What's on your mind? That's all. What's on your mind? That's all I'm going to ask you guys. I know what is on my mind. Trust me, I know what's on my mind. And so the question is, what's on your mind? Tell us. You want to talk? Let's talk. We have lots of things to talk about. And even while we're talking about these things, I'm sure the PPP, they're not too comfortable. Let me take a sip of, you guys know I like Red Bull, right? Let me take a sip of my Red Bull. But I don't want to do it publicly because we have a lot of proper people who are more British than the British who feel that it might not be appropriate to sip a Red Bull whilst talking. But it's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Let me see what's on your mind. I want to talk to you guys first. We have lots of things we want to talk about. Let me say good morning to all of you again. Some of you are saying that it's raining in Guyana. It is raining in Guyana, indeed. What's on your mind? Somebody says here, Demar Wayne Johnson. Them is some names, I tell you, out of this world. We've got to love Guyana and we've got to love Guyanese. They got the best names. This chap named Demar Wayne. Good morning, Demar Wayne. Demar Wayne is saying that he is voting AP and UPNC. Demar Wayne, wherever, whichever part of Guyana you're from. Guyana, wherever, Georgetown, Linden, tell your folks. Good morning to Desiree. Desiree, good morning. Desiree Simons is saying, no notification from Benchop Radio Wanna. Sometimes, Desiree, I don't know how Facebook operates. Sometimes people get the notification and sometimes they don't. But how we operate at Benchop Radio is notification or not, we are ready with the information. I sound like a rhyme in there, right? But thanks, guys. Share the link, wake up some of your folks, and let them know that we are on with the information session time. Paul Prasad, good morning. I haven't seen Paul in so many years. Paul, hope all is well. We got to meet up. We got to knock a nice little Banks beer, a Heineken, whatever it is. Sometime, maybe Mabi, eat some polari, eat some puri, eat some chana, eat some plantain chips, eat cook up. Whatever it is, we're going to eat, Paul. But good morning and thanks for tuning in. So let's get back to Wayne. Demar Wayne says that he's from Linden. Good morning to all the Linden folks. And another Desiree. Desiree saying that she shared. Desiree Smart Felix. Good morning, Desiree. Now, I want to find out if Roberto Gonzalez, another one of the top fans here, and well, I don't like to say fans. We're all in this together. I'm not the type. If you notice, I don't have a public figure. I mean, I remember many years ago, somebody made a public figure page for me, and I told them I don't want it. They have access to it, and Up to now, them ain't giving me back. Right? The person's a bully. I think I know who it is. I don't want to call his name. Yeah, a nice youngster back home doing things productive, So I don't want to call his name. Public figure. All of them get public figure page now, All of them is public figure. Soon, Karen Benskop, my sister, is always everything her brother does, she's always there to support. The other brothers and sisters is peep to this support, but every single thing, Karen Benskop is always there. She's very supportive of her brother. Except when, say, like for example, we cash up and we sell stuff. She gone. She's not. She disappears then. But let's get back. Good morning, Karen Benshap, and good morning, and John. And John is on. And John doesn't sleep, man. Mere politics and John does dream about. Good morning to all of you guys. So look who's here too, by we friend Jaiwan. Jaiwan G1. Good morning. Bundari. My name Bundari, by. Good morning to all of you guys. We're warming up. We're warming up. So we want to get to Demar Wayne Johnson. Demar Wayne Johnson says that he is listening. He's from Linden. I want to see if he's from Linden for truth. I want to tell us that, yes, he's from Linden. Look who has joined us this morning. Detective Sergeant Bascom. Sergeant Bascom, we haven't forgotten about your case. Look, he's saying good morning to all of you guys. Welcome. Welcome, Detective Sergeant Dion Bascom. Welcome him. A man who has exposed the corruption in the Guyana police force through this investigation for this guy, Fagundes, known as Paper Shorts. To this day, the PPP regime has been running and hiding, and the police force running and hiding because they want no investigations at all, because the suspects, mind you, are this guy friend. Look, Irfan Ali friend. Azruddin Mohammed is Irfan Ali's friend. The acting commissioner of police, look, is he friend. Look what's going on there. Just take a look at what's going on there. Right? And then look, ExxonMobil doing business with these guys. Exxon? Come on, Exxon. What's happening there? What's going on there, Exxon? And then the big one, the big Mohammed Nazar is running under the PPP slate. Hey, y'all gonna wake up. Y'all gonna understand really what's going on. Y'all gonna understand what's going on in Guyana if y'all don't wake up. Don't worry, little pittances handing out here and there, and philanthropists and them pissed. Sorry. But good morning to Detective Sergeant Bascom. Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. Let's see what Brendan Norton is saying. Good morning to you, Mark Anthony Benchcap, all straight up family. Good morning to you, Barbara. Brendan Norton. Good morning to you, Brenda Norton. Good morning to you, Brenda Norton. Good morning. Let me see who else I can say good morning to. I haven't stopped to say good morning to a lot of you guys in a while, right? Claudette Harry, good morning to you as well. Good morning to Claudette Harry. Let us see. I don't want to, when I leave people out, then I don't know what's happening. Y'all don't get upset, man. Candy Nelani Inderjeet. She's saying pleasant good morning to all of you. Same to you as well. Same to you as well. And look who else is here. Lorraine Paris Madramutu. Enjoy your day. Beautiful day. Oh, gosh, we could just listen to these sort of messages all day. But look, I gotta address this person. This person sounds like a rough person. Rough, right? Don't wait for no pleasantries, nothing. Just straight to the point. Aaliyah, we gotta accept Aaliyah. But Aaliyah rough, bad. Mark, they confiscated that crook's phone. Just straight to the point. I don't know who is Who is Aliyah referring to? I don't know. Do you guys have any idea who she's referring to? Well, Aliyah, no good morning, no nothing rough, straight to the point, man. Pick up, slam down right away. Good morning, Aliyah. Dexter Moore is with us. Dexter Moore is saying good morning. Good morning to you too, Dexter Moore. Are you guys sharing the link? Are you guys sharing the link? You know, Savitri Richards is with us. Good morning, Savitri. Good morning. Good morning, Savitri. Um, what do you guys want us to talk about this morning? Talk. Let's. We got a lot of new listeners as well. We got this new listener. Let me see who's Zibulun Dikongs. Zubulin, where are you from, man? The counselor, bless, love, and respect, my beautiful people of love and togetherness. Where are you from, my brother? Zibulun, Zibulun, the counselor. Where are you from? Sakpase, Kumutalifu. Tell us, where are you from? Let me see who else I can say good morning to before we get straight into the program. Straight into the program. Straight into our session. It's therapy session for the PPP because they get buzzedy and they start to tremble. Therapy session, right? Lavorne, Richaran, Kelman, Prasad. She double dipping in the names. Lavorne, Haricharan, Kelman, Prasad. How come she ended up with that name? Lavorne probably was married to Haricharan, or her father is Haricharan. Then she married to a Kelman, and then she probably divorced a Kelman and married a Prasad. I'm just kidding. Good morning to you, Laverne. Good morning to Atra Gooding Webster. Good morning to you. Michael Fraser is with us as well. I can go on and on and on and on. And if I don't call some of y'all names, y'all don't beat me up, right? David Watts, good morning to you. What you guys want me to talk about? Tell me, what you guys want me to talk about? I'm going to read your comments now. Where you guys want us to start off? And anytime, we're not entertaining any distraction with the trench crappers. You know, this is probably the only program they're reluctant to come on because they know the minute they come with a dotishness is blujum. And you guys know what blujum mean. If you're listening to this program next to a non-Guineas, just explain to them what blujum means. I know some people probably know what blujum means, but let me see where you guys want us to start off this morning. Now let's get back to the youngster from Linden. Since he says that he's from Linden, let's see if he knows these folks. Let's see. Let's test him. Who are these guys? The one who says that he's from Linden.
Yeah, this is the elite team. The root team. Strong team.
Number one.
PPP team. Yeah. You understand? PPP all the way. Yeah, one Guyana. Yes.
Holding the fort for Monday morning.
In any weather, rain, sun.
We are
in
here.
the night. We there right here. We ain't going nowhere. We holding it for PPP.
Yeah. Right.
PPP all the way. Yeah, we definitely strong ship.
Yes.
Yeah, PPP all the way. Yes.
Big us up.
Yeah.
All right. The youngster who says that he's from Linden, and those who are from Linden, are you able to identify these three individuals? Come on. Are you able to identify these individuals? These three individuals. Right now, they are the biggest joke in Linden. Everywhere they go, people calling them Stoogie, they're vexed. I was told that the Rastaman is even the one who get dread, not necessary, is contemplating shaving his locks. The people who collect the little money to wear the red T-shirts. You know, one of them, we're seeing photographs, and as you get the photographs sent in to us, right after they get the money, they dash away the red T-shirt gone right in the gutter. A couple of t-shirts right now. It's about 4 or 5 t-shirts in the gutters. As soon as the people collect the $10,000, right in the gutter, it's gone. It's done with. And thanks to those people who did just that. We need photographs of more people who are doing it. So again, identify these three persons, these three stooges, sorry, out in Linden.
Yeah, this is the elite team. The root team. Strong
The
team.
number one.
PPP team.
team.
Yeah, Sam, PPP all the way.
Yeah,
one Guyana. Yes.
All in the fort for Monday
Yeah.
morning.
In any weather, rain, sun,
We are
in the
here.
night. We there right here, we ain't going nowhere. We holding it for PPP.
Yeah. Right. And
PPP all the way.
Yeah, we definitely strong.
Praise it, the people talk.
Yes. Yeah, Lee. PPP all the way.
We are the way.
Yes.
Big us up.
Yeah.
Now beat it! And you must.
All right, back again. We got some serious matters to talk about. Kurt Caesar, good morning to you. Belated happy birthday or belated birthday greetings to you, Kurt Caesar. Friend of mine for many years, right? And Bibi Khan also. All these old-time friends of mine are just on. Good evening to all of you. Bibi, hope all is well. We definitely have to talk very soon. Who else I can say good morning to? Peggy, Russell, Elias, good morning. Let's see what Kwesi has to say. Kwesi Walcott seems to be a Lakers fan, right? We shouldn't even allow him on this show with that Laker fan stuff. Just kidding with you, Kwesi. Kwesi is saying they sound so fake. Of course, they are fake indeed. Talking about PPP all the way. They're soup drinkers. Thank you so much, Kwesi Walcott. Spread the word about these soup drinkers. And thanks for tuning in. We have Joylyn. Hi, Joylyn. Good morning. How are you? Hope all is well. Joylyn saying this. So comical, my God. So easily bought. Sad. Isn't it, Joylyn? You got to urge all your family, relatives, friends, everybody out in Guyana to head out and vote on June 12th. Vote against the PPPC, against the PPPC. I forgot. Thank you so much, Bibi. Salam alaikum and Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters who are watching this show right now. And Eid Mubarak to you as well, Bibi. We say welcome. All these old-time friends of mine. Rajendra, Dinat, hope all is well, man. Rajendra is a horse racing enthusiast. Something is coming up next month, I believe is it triple, not some triple crown or whatever it is, the start of the triple crown or something. I know we'll be hearing some news from Rajendra on that. But good morning to you, Rajendra, and your family as well. Gosh, I feel like I'm on CN Sharma program with birthday greetings. Good morning. Julia Lewis, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Julia. Julia is saying, parking meter pot, taking covered. Parking meter pot. Parking meter pot. Pot, text your meter and park it up next to this old rat. Pot, text your meter and park it up next to this old rat. This guy, in case you guys haven't recognized who he is, he's not recognizable these days. He's the former minister of health. The former minister of health. The guy who who wrecked the Ministry of Health. That's him. Barry Ramsaran. Barry Ramsaran. That he. And Pat is standing next to that old rat. Pat is standing next to that old rat. Barry Ramsaran. Barry Ramsaran. Barry Ramsaran. Right? Pat is standing next to that old rat. All right, so let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Want us to get down to business? What do you guys want us to talk about? Tell me. Just talk to me. Today I'm in a nice mood. I'm always in a nice mood, am I not? But what do you guys want us to talk about this morning? Pat is not of any consequence, really. Pat is not a vote fetcher, so to speak. She carries probably just her close people around her and a couple of them, that's it. They see an opportunity to hustle, right? To hustle, mind you. Um, they see that opportunity to hustle, and that's about it. They see it to hustle, and they will hustle. Um, they see that opportunity to hustle, and so they will definitely hustle. So the biggest thing right now is outside of the scandal, PPP scandal, and corruption with the list, mind you, corruption with the list, um, and other corruption we're hearing about. Well, the one of the big controversy is one of the big controversy is, sorry, if our operator Lemon can just get these two um, ratatatat off the screen, I'd appreciate it. Please do. Um, come on, operator. You can't do us this. You can't do us this. Please don't. Dread they don't eat the pork. Dread they are right now. Dread they are right. And I know these soldiers, these are soldiers that I defended in so many ways. These same soldiers, I don't know. Gosh, get them off the screen, Lemon, please. And for those who are now joining again, good morning to all of you. Yep, good morning. Good morning again. Lots of messages coming in. People are curious as to what happened in terms of the development of the I wouldn't want to say rumor, but according to sources, that permanent secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs has been pulled in by U.S. agents, by U.S. law enforcement agents, as she was in transit to China. China has a big fair that's ongoing. Maybe she was there for the fair. Maybe she was there for something. But according to source, she got pulled in for fitness. We will talk about the pulling in for fitness. We will talk about that. We have time. We have lots of time to talk about that. But in the meantime, we can just talk about the fact that Irfan Ali's cousin is on the wanted list. Zafar Ali. Zafar Ali is said to be a relative of Irfan Ali. Irfan Ali sits there as the president of Guyana. That's where he sits. That's what he's doing, pomposetting himself, really. And so people are concerned. They are concerned that even though these folks were on the radar, the police radar, they were considered suspects, yet they were allowed to leave the country. Again, I repeat, yet they were allowed to leave the country. They were allowed to leave Guyana. They were allowed to leave Guyana. Again, they were allowed to leave Guyana under the PPP regime. Under the PPP regime. Irfan Ali, they need to answer questions pertaining to one, the whereabouts, and two, why were they allowed out of the country and under the nose of the police. We just got some breaking news coming in from Berbice, Kanji. Woman murdered out in Berbice moments ago. Murdered, another murder. A woman murdered out in Berbice, according to our information out there in Kanji, Berbice. The suspect is on the run. The suspect is on the run. Woman murdered in Berbice. Suspect is on the run. That's hot news off the press. You just got it right here on 107.1 FM. So the big news again is, apart from this, we are warming up to get to the big news, and we are warming up to get to the big news, and we want to get your take on that as it pertains to the big news. Those, sorry, the permanent secretary being pulled in for fitness. The permanent secretary of the Ministry of the permanent secretary, the Ministry of Home Affairs. What is going through your minds about this here? This is her, May Tozan Jr. Thomas. That's her. That's her. I think there was a controversy back not so long when she was appointed about her qualifications for that position, that she didn't meet the qualifications. She doesn't have the qualification, sorry. Just an accounting certificate or degree or something like that. And, people who were far more qualified than her were denied that position. And she was just placed there because is known to be a supporter of or a member of the PPP, according to information, mind you. So that is just where it is at this point in time. So what are your thoughts as we dig deep, very deep into this situation? As you see here, somebody saying that low sound, Mark, low sound. Is it low sound for everyone? Am I coming across loud and clear, or is it just Corrine Jones? Corrine Jones is saying low sound, Mark, low sound. I have a strong feeling that maybe Miss Corrine Jones may have to turn her volume up. You know, um, somebody's asking J1, G1. Everybody's loud, but Corey. Thank you guys. Oh, can't make joke with y'all at all. Y'all in the down here, That's why the trench crappers can't come over here and get over us at all. Too many soldiers we have on 107.1 FM. I know sometimes you guys want to put little lash on me for disagreeing with me. And I want to put some on y'all too for disagreeing with y'all, but we're all a family. We're all a straight up 107.1 family. You see, look at all the family members. Everybody loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear. This is the democracy we believe in. I know all of you sometimes we don't disagree, we don't agree, sometimes we disagree, but we love each other so much. The love is real, agape love, right? Some of y'all don't get carried away with this love thing. But Jaiwan Bundari, boy, Bundari is a beautiful sister. You see where he gone to now? You can't able with these guys and these men, right away. He says, "You beautiful boy." Look, J1 Bundari saying, "Beautiful sister, but. I like that. I like where Bundari is heading. I love where Bundari is heading. Yeah, question mark now. Who is in her circle? Husband, paramour? Who is in her circle? We may get there, Bundari. Calm down. They got, speaking of calm down, they got a song, something, baby, calm down, right? Calm down, Bundari. Calm down. Baby, calm down, right? We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Indeed, Miss Simons, she was handpicked. She was indeed handpicked. And usually the big man who sits there as Minister of Home Affairs, he has a lot of mouth. You see him when there are fires around the place, he all over. He and the fire brigade, Priya Manik Chand, they're all over the place. All over the place. But in this situation, couple days now, weeks now, do you guys hear from him? Do you guys hear from him? Oh no. He quiet, 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 quiet. Y'all know why he's quiet? I can just we can just assume maybe why he's quiet. Y'all know why he's quiet? Y'all know? Y'all want to know maybe there's a reason why he's quiet? I don't know what y'all think. What y'all think? But this getting back to this story here. Home Affairs Permanent Secretary's phone confiscated by US authorities. What are your take on let me get your opinion. See some of your opinions on this matter. Let me see some of your opinions on this matter. Please, again, I repeat, let me see some of your opinions on this matter because this is not easy. It is not easy because this is the Ministry of Home Affairs. Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Home Affairs got her phone confiscated by US authorities. What do you guys think that the authorities may be looking for? Or do you think that the authorities will just, law enforcement agents will just randomly say to her, we want to see your phone. We want to see what up on your phone. We want to see what up on you in your emails. We want to see who you have been communicating with. Have you been communicating with John? Have you been communicating with Michael? Have you been communicating with Stuart? Have you been communicating with Passad? Have you been communicating with Mohammed? And those sort of last names and so forth and so on, right? That's exactly what they want to know. Who has she been in touch with? And the nature of the conversations. Now, US law enforcement agents are not going to just, as I've indicated earlier, pull somebody in for fitness just so dry. They must have some sort of reason for pulling her in, someone like her, a big official. And I am almost that is certain that she is traveling on a diplomatic passport. If she's traveling on a diplomatic passport, and they can just basically, because when folks are traveling from Guyana to the US and so forth, the authorities over in the US already know who is traveling. So if Tom Jones can travel and Tom Jones is heading, if Mohammed, is traveling, I'm speaking of other people with the name Mohammed who can travel, then they know ahead that X, Y, or Z person is on their way to the United States of America. And so usually law enforcement agents would have sufficient time to request a search warrant from a court. But U.S. immigration authorities and others have the right, all rights, to pull someone over for fitness. And in this case, we're hearing that the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs, her phone was confiscated. We are not certain whether she has gotten her phone back. We don't know. This is just according to a source, mind you. According to Stabrook News, they are unable to get in touch with the individual. They are unable to get in touch with the permanent secretary, who is said to be on her way to China. And on her way to China, she stopped over in the US. And so we will be getting more information according to, because we're hungry for more information, and we will get the information. Y'all don't worry. We will get the information live and direct, even though, some people who might not be aware as to as to what the situation is. And, you know, the question is, why is she, or why is the government so quiet about this situation? Why is the government so quiet about this situation? And some of you may jump up and say, oh, well, she was on her way. Why? Jagdeo runs around, talks about everything, but he's not going to say about this. This is not like this happened yesterday or today or last week. Jagdeo, they know when this incident happened, but everyone is quiet about this situation. All of them, they're quiet about this situation. For what? Only God knows. Why are they so quiet? Well, thank you, Lemon. We're not ready for this yet. This is Isabel. When Isabel said last year that we seem to have hit a nerve with Guyana's Vice President Jagdeo. Jagdeo is nervous. Thank you, Isabel. Jagdeo is nervous about almost everything. Almost everything. He talks about almost everything, but he's not telling you guys about this here. He's not telling you guys anything about this here at all. And you must be able to ask yourselves why. Also, the other thing is, why is this guy? Let me see if you guys recognize him. Why? Why? You know, yep, sorry about that, guys. So that is exactly what people are asking. Why is this guy so quiet? Why is he so quiet? Not a word from Robeson Ben about the situation with his permanent secretary. Not a word. Not a single word. Again, the US authority wouldn't pull someone in for fitness just like that. Just so dry, as we would say in Guyana. They wouldn't pull someone in for fitness just so dry. Not at all. But he's oftentimes talkative about almost everything. As you know, he's the fire expert. He knows when fire happens, who set the fire, and all these sort of things. He has always know these things. And he promises to bring out reports and all manner of things. And yet he brings nothing out. Nothing. Empty vessel, empty head. But the reporters in Guyana have to ask, why are they silent on this matter? Why? It wasn't so long ago. This information, since last year, is alleged. And this was since last year. The public wants to know, why are May Tuzan Thomas and Damien Murabox, happens to be her child father, whatever it is, but there seemed to be some connection between the two. And he is alleged to have been in possession of phones, these sort of phones which can access the smart city cameras around Georgetown. The permanent secretary has responsibility and access to this sort of equipment. And the question since last year was, how is it possible, based on allegations, how is it possible that her child father can have access or has access to that? And that this piece of equipment was allegedly given, and that, again, we are hearing some corrupt individuals, so-called businessmen and so forth, also have access to this equipment. We are hearing about these sort of things. And now the CCTV cameras around Georgetown and wherever else they are, this phone is you can just basically log into the phone. You can just dial up and you can say, if you want to look up what's happening in front of Palm Court, you could use this device. This device that is in the control of the Ministry of Home Affairs. And it is said that this permanent secretary has access to that equipment. And it is said, allegedly, and I put my hands up, allegedly, that this equipment is also in the hands of her child father, and that her child father has connections with the Mohammeds, and that allegations are that the Mohammeds also have access to this equipment, and that there is this close relationship between the Mohammeds and this woman who sits there as the permanent secretary and her child father. Oh, we're hearing about this equipment, allegations, mind you, in the hands of the Mohammeds. Allegations again, you see my hands, allegations, mind you. And if you think I'm kidding, it is the Mohammeds that actually confirm that, look, they're friends. That's our child father who resides in the US, who is said to be on radars, mind you, and is standing there. One big happy family together. Now, people have a right to have their friends and whatever, whatever. We know that. Yeah, we know that. But it goes right back to this here now and the connection. Why would the US authorities confiscate the phone of a permanent secretary? Why? It is not that she's having a conversation with, let's say, Mark. Hi, Mark. How you doing, darling? Hey, girl. What's going on? They said a race woman. No? No, it's not like she's having a conversation like that at all. And the U.S. authorities are not looking for them sort of things. That they're looking for phone records, of course, WhatsApp chit chats, emails, text messages that may be of importance, maybe for something bigger. And maybe what they saw could possibly lead to the revocation of Robeson-Ben's visa. We don't know. It's for Robeson-Ben now to come and state whether his US visa, whether his US visa was pulled, whether he still has a US visa. He has to come and tell us that. You think he's going to tell us that? Do you guys think he's going to tell us that? Do you guys think he's going to say yes, that his visa, his US visa, was actually revoked? Do you guys really think that? And let's get back to her now. Is this a case where, I'm just asking a question, mind you. Is this a case where secret information is being shared with other individuals who might very well be also on law enforcement, US law enforcement radars? You think so? Do you guys think so? What do you guys think? Talk to me, please. This is not as simple as it looks. It is very, very big. And it is a security risk at this point in time. But it's for the Minister of Home Affairs. He needs to come out and talk to the public. He needs to come out and set the record straight on whatever he wants to set the record straight. But right now, I tell you guys this, it's not looking good at all. It's just not looking good at all. And Jagdeo loves to jump on press conferences and talk and talk and talk. And God in heaven knows he over talks all the time. But he didn't want to tell you guys about this. She doesn't want to tell you guys about what happened. They don't want to tell you guys what happened. What's going through your minds? Talk. What do you guys think about this here? Talk to me. What do you guys think about this here? Since Robeson Ben doesn't want to talk, Jagdeo doesn't want to talk, Irfan Ali is running all over the place except the US. You guys might as well talk. Let us talk. What do you think? How does this look? Tell us, how does this look? And why do you guys think that Robeson Ben is so quiet? Why is Robeson Ben so quiet? Why? Roberto Gonzalez is saying an active U.S. investigation is in progress, and she's part of that investigation. Smart guy indeed. An active U.S., possibly, quite possibly. You're seeing the signs of that, quite possibly. That could very well be the case. Roberto Gonzalez seemed to be on to something. That could very well be the case, because the U.S. authorities, they're not going to pull someone in just like that because they got up one morning and decided they're going to pull someone in for fitness. It's not done like that at all. And this doesn't look good. I repeat, it doesn't look good at all. Meanwhile, they have friends. I said, look, they have friends or child father. And not so long ago, it was the Mohammeds that got a contract to, to build a fire station headquarters for almost $1 billion dollars. It came through the Ministry of Home Affairs. You think I would get that contract? I don't know. I'm not a contractor. The Mohammeds, they're not known to be contractors. But do you guys honestly think that I would get that contract? Or Yolanda will get, or Diane will get, or Robin Mitchell will get that contract? Or Rajindra will get that contract? No. But Mohammed, they got that contract. They're buddies. Look. Right, Otto? They got that contract. Almost $1 billion. And that contract has to be signed off and everything has to be monitored by who? The permanent secretary. The permanent secretary. And that is the permanent secretary who got, again, her phone confiscated by U.S. authorities. Then take a look. Friends, look, wishing you happy birthday, May. It warms my heart to send birthday wishes to such a remarkable lady. Over the years, you've shown yourself to be selfless, an upright woman, always handling your office and your affairs with class. Oh, with class. Oh, and after that, with glass. Oh, hanging, taking the little tips and all these sort of things. $1 billion contracts. $1 billion contracts. And then allegations about this here now. And you saw this was last year. And the UE handheld phones. That handheld phone is that you could basically, this is how it works. And this is not one of it, by the way. You just pick it up, you dial, you zoom in to wherever the CCTV cameras are in Georgetown, and you could zoom in and you could see every single thing that is happening. Everything you could see that is happening. Allegations are that persons of questionable character as a result of the Ministry of Home Affairs, those persons were given access to the CCTV camera handheld phone. Allegations, mind you, allegations. And these are not allegations that just came about yesterday or last week. This was 2022. 2021, you're hearing about these things and other things too, mind you, right? Other things. After they done get their big $1 billion contracts and all kind of things, the Mohammeds, look, wish you happy birthday, May. It warms my heart. Of course, it warms your heart. Oh, it warms your heart. Of course, it would warm your heart, right? And then just right after that, cheers. Cheers. And then the US authorities confiscated her phone. Why? Is it because she is the permanent secretary? Or is it because the guy in the red, her child father, closeness to Muhammad? And is it because all three of them might be subject to of law enforcement, might be, mind you, allegations. I look again. Allegations, all three might be. We already heard from Mohammed Azruddin, when I say we, not us here, that he admitted that he is the subject of investigations by law enforcement agencies who have accused him of money laundering, drug dealing, assassinations, funding terrorism, and all manner of things. We heard that from Azruddin Mohammed himself. So it's no longer allegations, is what he said that he is on the radar for. And then we heard now that the Ministry of Home Affairs Permanent Secretary May, the young lady in the middle there, her phone was recently confiscated by US law enforcement agencies or authorities. We heard that. But the guy on the right in the red now is her child father. The question is he under investigation? Is he under investigation for, it's a question, for money laundering, for his association with the Mohammeds or whomever? Is he? That's the question. It's just a question, mind you, right? Just a question. But yet this guy, Robeson Ben, is quiet about every single thing. Every single thing he's quiet about. Robeson Ben needs to come out and speak to the public because the story doesn't look good, Ben. It's not making your agency, your ministry looks good. We have been hearing about gun licenses for sale. We have been hearing allegations that Robeson Ben Jr. is part of allegations, part of a gun license scheme, and all manner of things we're hearing. Tint schemes. Well, tint is minor stuff, little chump change, but gun licenses being sold to Tom, Dick, and Harry. Allegations. And Robeson Ben, this is not guys jumping from the US and going to your ministry to sell gun licenses and these things. No, it's not. The other thing too that is very, very dangerous with this latest development is when requests are made for extradition or sensitive information, sometimes it is shared if law enforcement agencies outside of Guyana, if they trust whoever sits there as either the Minister of Home Affairs or the Minister of, or the Attorney General, or the Minister of Legal Affairs, that is. If the person is trustworthy, then certain sensitive information is shared. The question is, based on this relationship that we're seeing between this woman and this guy, Azruddin, who is a subject of law enforcement agencies in the US, whether secret information and documents were shared with him. That's just a question, whether that has ever happened. And maybe that is why the US authorities are so curious enough to confiscate her phone to see whether there's any, they know that there's a linkage between them and the Mohammeds. They know that, they're aware of that. They want to see probably what sort of linkage it is, what sort of linkage it is. And so, as of now, we are calling on the Minister of Home Affairs to come out and issue a statement on the matter, hoping that he is going to say, one, whether his US visa was revoked, or two, we want to know the situation surrounding this allegation that his permanent secretary was pulled in for fitness by US authorities. I'll check some of your comments and see where you guys stand on this situation as we approaching the 1 hour mark before we probably take our leave here for today. Is there any other thing you want us to discuss before we go? I'm reading some of your comments. Again, just to let you know, everything that I asked today is in the form of a question and not accusations. In the form of a question. Big question. Is it true? Is it not true? Is this true or not? Allegations. It is alleged. No one is being accused. No one is being painted in with a guilty brush at all, right? And just thought I'd make that point clear with you guys. But this is indeed serious. And Ropes and Bend should issue a statement with immediate effect. And now let me see if there's anything else other than the fact that we heard that a woman was murdered in Kanji. That's not yet on the news. I don't think so. But let's see what's in the Village Voice newspaper. Let's see what the Village Voice is saying. Let us see what else is on your mind. I think Shay Edwards, good morning, ma'am, is saying, what is next? What is the next move for the opposition now they expose padded voters list? Good point. Good point, Shay. People want to know. I see here in the Village Voice newspaper, it says here, U.S. risks diplomatic row with Guyana by taking phone of top official. Taking the phone of a top official. Take her phone. Take it. Let me see what you got here. Let me see who email. Oh, interesting. Oh, text messages. Interesting. Okay. Interesting, huh? Interesting indeed. Interesting. Interesting. And then also in the Village Voice news, you guys go on the Village Voice and find out what's happening. You see PPP government accused of forging signatures for local elections. Accused of forging signatures. Look at what the PPP they're up to. All of this here. One person wrote in the names of these individuals and signed. It's a crime. Look at this here. According to this person, the sir, madam, I, the undersigned, do hereby object to my name being as a signatory to the PPPC list submitted to Union Nastrajihid, a Dutch name, right? Local authority area for the 2023 local government elections. The person is saying here, I have never put my signature on their list, and neither have I have consented to my name or signature to be on their list. I want it to be removed with immediate effect. Corruption and corruption. And this is just one such letter, just one. And so the Village Voice is asking here, or saying, PPP government accused of forging signatures, corruption. But yet Jagdeo and these guys sit. Jagdeo and these guys sit at their press conferences and they want to pretend as though everything is honky-dory. No, 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 no. We wouldn't buy that. People are not buying that at all. People are not buying that at all. I'll take a quick break. I may probably be back. I got to get some more information, and I will. Trust me, I will get some more information. Yeah. So it is what it is. All three are on U.S. law enforcement radars. All three are on U.S. law enforcement radars. All three. Interesting. I'll take a quick break and I'll be right back. You guys just don't go anywhere. I will be right back.
Hello, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington Law Firm, located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
Interesting. Lots of interesting things. Lots and lots of interesting things, I tell you. Guyana is a beautiful place indeed, right? But not the kind of beautiful place Irfan Ali is describing.
Guyana really nice. Guyana. It's a nice place.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, this is the elite team.
The root team.
Strong
The
team.
number one.
PPP team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam. PPP all the way.
Yeah, one Guyana.
Yes.
Holding the fort for Monday
Yeah.
morning.
In any weather, rain, sun,
Son.
We are
in the
here.
night. We there right here. We ain't going nowhere. We holding it for PPP.
Yeah.
Right. And
PPP
everybody
all the
know.
way.
Yeah, we definitely strong
Praise
ship.
it. Stop.
Yes. Yeah. PPP all the way.
All the way.
Yes.
Big us up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, get out of here!
Well, that's what you got to do with them on June 12th. Go out and vote. If there's any other breaking news story, we will be back right here on 107.1 FM. Just to have you know that all three individuals are set to be on U.S. law enforcement radars. And, it's of concern, national security concern, that the permanent secretary for the Ministry of Home Affairs has been pulled in, or her phone, according to sources, her phone was actually confiscated by U.S. law enforcement authorities. We need to hear from the Minister of Home Affairs, Robeson Ben. He's usually very talkative. He needs to come out and say something. He also needs to say whether his U.S. visa was revoked or not. He needs to say it. This is getting more and more dangerous. And meanwhile, you guys recall that it is some folks from the Justice Department and law enforcement agencies, the marshals and so forth, Anil Nandalal posed for photographs with them and probably promised them whatever it is. Nothing to this day. Nothing, absolutely nothing to this day. because Anil Nandalal and the PPP are protecting those individuals who are on the extradition list, those who are wanted by US law enforcement agencies. We have to ask the question, why is Anil Nandalal protecting those individuals? Why? You noticed in the US State Department report where the country report where they spoke about the murder of Gundes and the suspects, and Anil and all of these guys ran to basically address just that part of the US State Department report. Ask yourselves why. But for now, my name is Mark Benshop. It's been a pleasure being with you for a few minutes. If there's anything else popping up, I will be back. But it looks as though the US seem to have a lot of juicy information, very, very juicy information, despite some of them rushing, and they were going to run to, lobbyists and all manner of things. Huh? Okay, yeah. And so far, don't forget, if you see these two persons, let law enforcement know, whether in the US, wherever they are. They used to sell out of this spot here in Plaisance. That's where they used to sell. The woman is said to be a relative of Irfan Ali. This is where they used to sell in Plaisance. They used to sell all sort of things there, right there at that shop. It's closed down. They're missing. And the police finally put out a wanted bulletin for them. I'll be back later. God bless you. Have a good rest of the morning. Don't forget, you've got to fight back. God bless you all. See you later.
Source.
Okay, well,
Maybe the Chinese company that did not get the agreement that they wanted here, maybe they're the ones who told you, or it could be just a fictitious thing.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jerome?
So.
So, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington law firm located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.